Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas here with Freddie Roach, who's now training John Pascal. You have about a month and a half in with him already. Yep. This fight coming up at the end of January. For you, how is the process from when you first started with him to now, to what you want to improve on from this point till the fight?
Everything's has came along fast. He's a very quick learner. He did piss me off at first, and at first I did say that I couldn't train him because
What happened?
Well, I was going to have back surgery, and I just couldn't time-wise and so forth. And then but he kept showing up every day like a bad penny and stuff like this, and it showed his work ethic, and his work ethic was really good. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna make a decision here. I'm not gonna have surgery. I'm gonna train you for this fight because I think you can win this fight if you become a better fighter, because there's a lot of room for improvement there. And I wanted to show the world kind of that we make better fighters here and that we do teach. And the thing is, he's really grasped everything I've said to him. He holds on to it. He listens very well. He's a very fast learner. He does have two hands now. He's just not always looking for the big right hand punch to knock a guy out. His left hand is actually better than his left, I feel, and he just hadn't had confidence in it, but he does now, and he's using it more and more as we go on. But I got to keep that going, of course, because by fight time, sometimes they revert back to the natural ways and so forth. And I told him, I said, you're not Roy Jones. I said, stop being like him or trying to be like him, because you're Pascal. I said, be yourself. And I said, go out there, win every round one at a time. If a knockout comes, I said, that'll be a bonus. I said, don't go out there looking for a knockout, because if you do that, I said, when you come back to the corner, I won't be there, because I'll be on my way home. I said, and I think I scared Brendan a little bit, but the thing is, and he said, I can knock this guy out. I said, I don't care. I said, the thing is, the game plan is to box him and win every round one at a time. I says, if a knockout comes, that'll be a bonus. And he totally understands that now. We're on good terms with each other at this point. We're actually getting a little bit more friendly, actually. So, he's turned into a very good student, and I like that.
You saying you want to outbox him.
Yes.
You knowing about boxing and seeing so many fighters, how do you rate Kovalev's boxing ability? Because a lot of people, when they look at him, they think of the power. When I see him, though, I feel that his boxing ability is very underrated. Like, he has a good understanding of the basics.
He does have a good understanding, but he does. He's very predictable, though. And the thing is, if you are a little bit clever with him and you use a little bit of speed with him, he doesn't have a lot of speed, and he's a little bit of a long puncher, and so Pascal has to score and get out really quick, and not just step straight back. And the angles are very important, and we have to fight a very smart fight. And I told him, I said, your jab will win this fight. I said, because you've got the best jab I've ever seen, and I know you don't use it, but I says, in this fight you will. And every day we've been developing that left hand, and it's getting better and better every day. So I'm very happy where we're at right now. But we still have some work to do to make sure that he carries that into the fight.
How do you see the fight playing out the night of the fight? Because on Kovalev's part, he feels that he'll be able to stop Pascal earlier than he did in the first fight.
Well, I feel that we're going to win a 12-round decision, because our game plan is to go out there and win each round one at a time. And knockout comes out, will be a bonus. I'm not going to. I told him, if you go out there swinging wildly like that and swinging from the floor trying to knock him out, I said, I told you, I don't want that happening. Don't make me look like an ass. Don't look like an amateur out there. Go out there and look like a pro, like you are. And that's understanding we definitely have together. So, and he knows it. So, I mean, he knows what I expect out of him, and I think he'll give it to me.
From what you've seen so far, is it something that it's still like on a one-time basis, or are you pretty sure that you've developed a good relationship that you want to keep working with Jean?
No, I love to work with him because he'll get better and better. Yeah, I do like working with him, and I didn't think I would ever at first, because he was like the ladies' man, always talk about how pretty he is and stuff like that. And I said, you're not that pretty. Let's go. So, but he actually turned into be a nice person. Yeah, he actually is a nice person, and he shows up every day on time, and his work ethic is great, and everything I tell him, whatever I tell him to do, he actually does. So it's working out good.
It's good to see. I want to know how he's going to improve from his first performance to the second one. That's something that's I know it's interesting. A lot of people, an interesting subject on this fight.
I think you'll see a lot of it today, and the thing is, it carries that into the fight. It'll make me more happy because we still have a couple weeks to go, and he picks things up very quickly. He's a very fast learner, So I mean, he's made these changes very quickly, but he's holding on to them every day in the ring. I mean, when I get in the ring and start moving with him, sometimes I don't miss that much. Marvin and all the guys have been carrying the load on the mitts and so forth, but I do get in there and maneuver with him and stay and make moves like Kovalev will. And every time, so every chance I try to put him in a bad position, he knows which way to go. He knows it's in his head. I mean, the thing is, it's not just by accident this quickly and so forth. He learns quickly, and it's there. I mean, every time I try to set him up, he makes the right move to get out of trouble. So he's doing very, very well. I'm very happy with his improvement, and again, he's going to carry it over to the fight. And I think the world's going to see that. Like here at Wildcard, we really teach our fighters how to fight. We don't just fuck around and just like.
Why do you feel that's so important now for you to show that? Because this is the first time I've been hearing that talk from you.
Because like some guys say that like we're getting older, we're washed up and so forth. We don't have as many. We've lost a couple fights and stuff like this. But winning and losing is part of sport. But I feel that when I saw him, I said, "You're the better athlete. All you do is be more athletic to beat this guy and use your athletic ability, and you'll make it easy." I mean, I like Kovalev a lot. He's a good friend of mine and so forth. But he's a little bit too slow, and I think he's our biggest attribute in this fight is speed, and speed kills. And I said, not Roy Jones speed though, because I don't want that boy, because like that's when he puts his hands down and tries to make.
That's when bad stuff happens usually.
Yeah. So so I want the world to see, because there's a couple of people like they see improvements and so forth, but the thing is, you're going to see a drastic improvement in a very short time with him. So I think he's going to make us look good. I really do, and that's very important to me right now. I said, don't go out there and be like an amateur and so forth. Go out there and fight the way that we plan to fight and win the fight one at a time. But if he wins every round, that's gonna be great to me, because like I don't care if he knocks this guy out. I don't want to see my friend Kovalev get knocked out. He is my friend, but maybe after the fight.
Well, Freddie, it's good seeing you. I know I'm going to try to go and see you after all this. Hopefully we have a chance to talk to you. I know there's people here wanting to talk to you as well. Freddie Roach, of course, here at the Wild Card in Hollywood, California. His fighter, Pascal, rematching Sergey Kovalev at the end of this month in January on HBO.